Cool.
Yeah.
Now we have to answer this. What is AI?
So I'll speak in practical terms. So AI has been in existence for a long time. Have you ever opened your Facebook and you're thinking of address? And you open Facebook, you're like, alas, what can your address? Kidogo, you open your WhatsApp, then you see someone connecting you with you. You guys have WhatsApp business. You type up something, all of a sudden, hey, Instagram shows you the same address. So AI has been in existence for a long time. Have you ever had a friend, a longtime friend, a longtime girlfriend from back in the day? You're like, do you know this person? Like, yes, I remember them. Somehow AI was able to derive that from your friend group and maybe some of the conversations that you have based on how you've enabled it to leverage the information. So there's a way that you can lock yourself down completely and you're not going to be able to see that. So AI has been in existence for a long time, 10 plus years, 15 years. But what has changed is Gen AI. Gen AI is the ability to actually develop content based on information that you have.
So just AI stands for artificial intelligence. Now you're saying there is Gen AI. Does the Gen stand for anything?
Generative AI.
Generative AI. I was about to say generation.
Yes. So Gen AI is slightly different because it develops content for you. You ask it something and it develops for you content. It answers questions for you. It's a little bit more interactive than the traditional AI. Think of traditional AI as a chef. When a patia chef, this is what you need to cook, and they cook exactly what they're supposed to cook. Generate for me a report every Monday morning on spend on the project that my teams are working on. Budget versus actual. It does that for you every Monday morning. What generative AI variation of that is, yes, generate for me the report. Can you do a trending based on other teams equivalent to mine across the company? Then it gives you that. It might also say, hey, would you want to see what the industry impact of the work that you're doing? And it generates that for you. So slightly different. So it has self-learning capabilities that are different. So you teach the traditional AI, you tell it, this is a set of rules, this is what you're supposed to do. Generative AI kind of like learns by itself. So it goes out there and makes the connections for you. Yes. So that's why, some of your profiles now have better connections. Now you're like, hey, I didn't know they knew this person who grew up with me in Embu. Because they had me say Embu and they made a connection that way.
Okay. What he said is, in emerging tech, there's a lot of different things. Blockchain falls under emerging tech. I'm sure gadgets fall under emerging tech. VR falls under emerging tech. AI falls. We're not going to cover everything under emerging tech. We are definitely going to cover AR, VR, and maybe augmented reality. We're not sure depending on time. But there's something that he said with this AI. In the beginning, this AI, we had to take data and teach it. What I'm hearing you saying is that the AI has become intelligent enough to teach itself.
And that's a game changer, yes. And how fast, it used to be, you needed a couple of coders, to call you out all the time. Hey, there's this new data variation that we need to look at. We need to look at maybe data from South America, which is equivalent to the US from a climate change perspective. Let's do the comparison. Then the coders will be in the background. I'm still working on it. It takes a week. Why is it taking so long? It's taking a lot of time because we have to do this. But in this case, what it does is it self-learns. It says, hey, I think you might want to actually compare with this. So it does the self-learning capabilities for you. There's a way you can put guardrails so it doesn't go all over the place. It starts making some unusual connection. But the self-learning capability is the one that's a game changer.
Okay. I want to stick to the positives for a moment. We'll get into the negatives of this, because in order for AI to learn, it therefore needs data. And therefore, it will need permission to get this data. You get what I mean? So there's a way that the AI has to get the data. And that's a conversation we're going to come with about when it comes to security, about how this thing lands. Because security is a big one. But and Alex heads actually the security element. But I want us to then break down, because now it can sound a bit jargon. who are the companies that are leading in AI currently? Who is the one that, okay, because people may be sitting down thinking, I'm not using AI.
So the companies building the models, large language models, as they're called, would be Meta, would be number one. I'll speak first. OpenAI is another one. We also have Google, Microsoft that are leveraging some of the large language model, and many companies that are doing the same thing. Anthropic is another one. So different variations of. The thing about AI, it's very expensive. So there's a different variation of data centers and data handling that's expected. So it's very expensive. So some of the top companies are the ones that are leading the effort.
I like it. So OpenAI are the owners and they're the ones who came up with ChatGPT. GPT. GPT. Chat GPT. And also, from a content creation perspective, they're creating something called Sora. Sora is where you're going to do prompting and videos are created based on your promptings. I can write a meeting being had at Hemingway's with 50 people in different industries, create for me a video that I will use as B-roll, and this camera has now become useless. I want the people to be Africans, a mix of Africans, Asians in the room. So the B-roll, we don't need these cameras to create from a perspective. But what we don't know, and what a lot of people in this room don't know, there's a company called Meta. And Meta, as he has said, are creating, and not are creating, have created something called Meta AI.
Yes.
Meta AI is up and running. It's just that currently in Africa, where I don't know why they constantly do this, so I fight for us guys, it is currently locked. However, now this thing is open and running in the States. And I want him now to begin to then paint a picture. If we have an understanding of what AI from ChatGPT looks like, what does it look like? What is Meta AI? Considering each and every single person in this room has WhatsApp, has IG, has FB, is going to have these gadgets, or even if they don't have these gadgets, they're already consuming and using Meta products. So my question now goes to, what is Meta AI?
So Meta AI is very similar to ChatGPT.